What is going on, everybody? Welcome into TTP Sports. Thought we change things up for today. Gonna watch the Fly Guys take on the Montreal Canadiens. The game is actually underway as I speak, and the Flyers do have a nice 2-on-1, and they don't get a scoring chance on that. So like I said, hang out tonight, see what the Flyers do against the Canadiens. Dan Vladar in net, see if he continues to be strong, and we'll see if the Fly Guys can find a way to get a win in the win column. Been getting a lot of points lately, just a lot of overtime losses, shootout losses over the past few days, especially those back-to-back against the Carolina Hurricanes. So we'll see. We'll see. Rick Tocchet did shake the lines up a little bit. I think he put Matvei Michkov with Bobby Brink and Noah Cates this time, separating him from Sean Couturier, and I think Carl Grundstrom is now with Couturier and Tippett, but I think the other lines besides that stay the same. But Nikita Grabenkin, I think, comes out of the lineup, and I forget who's in the lineup for him. It might be Nick Delorier, and we'll see where things go from there. But so yeah, and I'm also watching this on a streaming website, so I'm probably behind. So definitely take note of that. But we'll see where everything's going here. And a save by Dan Vladar on a chance by Cole Caulfield. We're 18:32 in the first period. So let's see. Let's see. Flyers win. Oh yeah, Rasmus Ristolainen's also back in the lineup today. So that is also something of note here with the Fly Guys. Rasmus Ristolainen's back. All good. Sean, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Flyers in the offensive zone. Ristolainen from the point, put the shot on the net, looking for a rebound, and the save by the Montreal goaltender. I don't think that's Montembeault. I forget who is starting for Montreal. And I'm also watching this on the Canadiens broadcast, not the French broadcast, the TSN broadcast. So that's what the stream is giving me. I don't want to risk using a VPN and it's screwing the stream up and all that crap, and doing it on on ESPN. So that's how my night is going right now. I actually do want to see how delayed I am, or where does the time line up in terms of where I'm at right now, because it's 18:06 here in the first period. I wonder how delayed I am. 17:39, so I'm like 30 seconds behind. Fowler's the goaltender for Montreal? Okay, then. See, this is the one thing that freaking sucks, because I have Fubo TV, and Fubo TV lost the NBC package, so I don't have NBC Sports Philadelphia. So that's the problem right now. Like I said, I would do the VPN shit and go on ESPN Plus, but the last time I used a VPN, it like screwed up my live stream and all that crap. So I just don't want to take the risk. You know what I mean? So Sean, you might be ahead of me just by a little bit. So we'll see where everything goes. Shot from the point goes wide, hits the boards. Bobby Brink out there. Michkov in the slot, back to Bobby Brink. Back down low to Bobby Brink, and he turns it over as Montreal goes the other way. That is Ivan Demidov getting down low in the Flyer zone. Drysdale pokes the puck away from him, leading, I believe that's Nick Abels, Rodrigo Abels, poking the puck up. So let's just see where things can go. Let's see if this new line for Matvei Michkov can spark some things, because he definitely needs to get going. As defensive I have been of Matvei Michkov for a very long time, he does need to start picking it up with the points and get on the score sheet more consistently. That is definitely something he needs to do, because it would basically make all my defending of him pointless if he just does not contribute at all on the score sheet. So we'll see. We'll see. Montreal in the Flyers zone right now. It's Gallagher fighting with Drysdale. He just dumps it in. Flyers looking to move up the puck. That's Sean Couturier, I believe. Yes, it is. He's going up the puck himself. 1v3, put the shot. It gets blocked, goes to the corner. And Couturier loses the puck battle. Montreal has it. They'll just fling it out of the zone. Looking for somebody to get it in the neutral zone. York tried to throw it up. Montreal takes it. And then Owen Tippett forces a turnover. Here comes the Flyers. Couturier on the left side looking for Tippett going to the net. Can't get the puck through. And Montreal clears again. Sanheim with the puck to York. puts it into the neutral zone, and a little bit of back and forth play right here between both teams. Flyers force another turnover and look to try to move it up. And did they just ice the puck? No, they did not. Fowler plays it up. And the Montreal, oh my God, big hit by Rasmus Ristolainen on Nick Suzuki. Flyers going in. Trevor Zegras on the right side shoots. And I guess that puck deflected out of play. Dangerous play there for one, Trevor Zegras. He continues to get on the point sheet, though. He's been playing fantastic. That's like the one consistent with this team is Trevor Zegras being fantastic and Dan Vladar being fantastic. So yeah, the game on Sunday in Carolina, they fall down 2-0. They find a way to fight back to tie that game 2-2. Trevor Zegras a big part of that. And then overtime and all that crap happens. You know, Matvei Michkov doesn't touch the puck in overtime each game. Granted, there was a penalty kill in the overtime. And shootouts. Flyers lost 2 shootouts in a row. Crazy. I'm doing a better job than Hartnell on the broadcast. Well, that's not that difficult. Hartsey is terrible in the broadcasts. Terrible. Austin, how you doing? Checking in for roll call. I will try to get back by the end for the quiz. Dvorak, Flyers in the offensive zone draw. Zegras with the puck puts it down low for Dvorak to look for fighting for the puck. Zegras, Konechny plays it back to the point. Ristolainen puts it down low again. Zegras in the corner, looking to fight off Hudson. Tries to put it into the slot for Konechny, and that's just intercepted by one of the Montreal players as they move it up the ice. That is Nick Suzuki trying to go across the off field, I believe that is. Flyers intercept that. Here comes Travis Konechny. Tries to fling it over to Dvorak. He just instantly knocked down. No, Lane Hudson waiting for a line change. See where things go. Montreal looking to start it up. Dump it into the Flyer zone. Dan Vladar can't stop it. It goes around the boards. Montreal has it. I don't know who that player is. Number 20. Puts it down low again. Demidov by himself behind the net, looking for a pass into the slot. It's broken up by Emil Andre. Flyers looking to go up. It's Matvei Michkov trying to get through one of the defenders. He tries to do a backhanded pass to Noah Cates. He just wasn't prepared for that. Also not the best pass in the world by Michkov there. Trying to do a little too much as Montreal dumps it back into the Flyers zone. Michkov with the puck down low, fighting off. I forget who that. I don't even know who 91 is on Montreal. I don't know many people in Montreal, so bear with me. I'm going to say that a lot. I only know like few people by number. That's Demidov, that's Suzuki, Gallagher, Lane Hudson, and all that stuff. So bear with me. Bear with me. Montreal dumps it back into the Flyers zone, down low. Dump and chase. Flyers defensemen, Sanheim and York, try to fight the Montreal forwards, forechecking. And it just goes back out into the neutral zone. Fourth line against fourth line, it looks like. Montreal just trying to dump it into the Flyer zone consistently. That's basically what it is right now. As we are 13:45 into the period, well, into the game. We're left in the period, blah, blah, blah. Flyers dump it into the Montreal zone. Montreal easily gets that out. Going through the neutral zone. Takes a shot there by Gallagher, and Dan Vladar freezes the puck. And we'll get a face-off. A commercial as well, most likely. So like I said, the one thing that sucks is fucking Fubo TV not having NBC Sports Philly. That is the one thing that fucking sucks. It really does. Because I'd be easily watching this instead of having to go out of my way to try to find shit the way to watch this. It's annoying. It definitely is annoying. My God. Like I said, I would try to VPN and see how it would affect the stream, but I'm afraid of that. I'm very afraid of that. I mean, I could always test that during the commercial, but, you know, I don't know if I feel like it. I don't know if I feel like it. Yay. So right now I'm on the 3-bar. It's probably just because I'm watching a stream at the same time. I also wasn't able to do a video yesterday about the Phillies signing Adolis Garcia, so I'll probably wait till the intermission to get my full thoughts on that, just so I could get like a clear, concise thought process there. Like the signing itself, it's whatever. It's what Dave Dombrowski said today that really annoys me. Man, granted, it's Dave Dombrowski. A lot of shit that he says annoys us, so it's not shocking. So the French feed is great. Sacre bleu, Sabaton. Oh man, that's funny. But I wouldn't be able to understand a word they goddamn say though. That'll be the funny thing. Moderate interest in Adolis Garcia. Yeah, it's like I don't think Adolis Garcia is the worst signing in the world. Obviously, I think he's a competent baseball player. Obviously, the offensive numbers have definitely been on a decline the past 2 years. He was huge for Texas in 2023, especially in their playoff run, in their World Series run. So that just can't be thrown out the window. He's also a way better defender than Nick Castellanos in right field, so that's also just an upgrade from that standpoint. And you just got to hope the power numbers bounce back. As much as we do hate Kevin Long, he is a competent baseball hitting coach, so maybe that combined with playing in a more hitter-friendly ballpark in Philadelphia and Citizens Bank, maybe some power unlocks there, but it's still what Dave Dombrowski said that annoys me. So I'll get more to that in the intermission. And Sean Couturier knocks that out of play onto the bench. Look at that bald head on Rick Tocchet. The shiner. It's a huge shiner. I think it'll be a good thing for this team to have Ristolainen back on the defense, though. I think it will be. The part that sucks, Philly's running it back again? Yeah, basically. Yep, basically. Even though they'll tell you 20 billion times, oh, we're not necessarily running it back because there's a few things that are different. When you're running back the same core, you're running it back. As much as I love Schwarber. And most likely, I would assume they bring back JT. Because there's no other options. I really do want them to go after Amai from Japan. I know there's a lot of like rumors with them out there. Like very heavily like in on the Amai sweepstakes. And it's rumored that he might get like around 140 to 150 mil or something like that. Philly should be all over that. I know it's like the Cubs, the Yankees, the Phillies are mentioned. I'm surprised the Mets haven't been mentioned in that. That's like one thing that's like I'm a little iffy on. Like, why wouldn't the Mets be involved? If that makes sense. Whatever. Like I said, I'll get back to that in the intermission. Puck in the Flyer zone, Emil Andre with it. Gets it up the boards. Travis Konechny with it now in the neutral zone. Dumps the puck in. Christian Dvorak goes after the puck. Forecheck in there. Montreal. Oh, Jamie Drysdale will just throw it on to the left corner, hoping for Andre to get to it. He does. Pokes it down low. Konechny with the puck. Shot from Dvorak. Gets blocked. Goes to the back wall. Zegras goes after it. Leaves it for Konechny in a little bit of a board battle here between 4 players. Holy shit. Flyers on the point now. Drysdale has it, and it bounces out of the zone. And Dvorak just literally gifted Nick Suzuki that, but the Flyers, Emil Andre, forces a turnover. Prevents a dangerous opportunity there. As everybody is falling on the ice right now, Konechny and Zegras. Holy shit. Montreal has it behind their own net. Waiting for a line change, most likely. As Zegras goes off the ice, Montreal makes their change. Montreal now moves the puck up into the neutral zone. Sealer going after it down below the Flyers' net. Ristolainen with the puck. I think that was Ristolainen. Yes, it was. Goes into the neutral zone. Noah Cates going after it on the left side. Montreal has it in their own zone, looking to bring it up. It's been a really boring period so far. A lot of teams just in and out of each other's zones. No team... Oh my god, big hit by Ristolainen again. Just clean open hit right in the middle of the ice, and there is a penalty. I think. Yeah, there is a penalty on Montreal. I did see the arm go up. They're saying it's behind the play, and it's Demidov. So Demidov sticking up for his player gets a penalty in the process. Interesting. Flyers will be going to the power play. So let's see what happens. So a cross-checking penalty. Cross-checking. So Ristolainen in the open ice just takes down Slafkovsky. And then Demidov goes after Ristolainen, I'm assuming. Boom. Clean hit. Open hit. It's clean. And then Demidov just goes after Risto. It's just like, what are you doing there, man? Good by Risto to not retaliate. Like, hit was clean. Hit was clean. Slafkovsky had the puck. Hit was clean. The roughest 2 minutes in sports, which is the Flyers power play. That is true. Noah Cates on the opening draw. Still do not like this power play setup with the personnel. And they lose the faceoff. Goes behind the net. Zegras going after it. Does he get the puck? No, he does not. Montreal clears the zone. You'll be seeing this a lot. The 25th ranked power play against the 25th ranked penalty kill. Who will prevail? Zegras with the puck. Bringing it up the ice. Throws it on the left side to Bobby Brink, or Noah Cates. Tip it down low. He has the puck. Now in a board battle. And they lose the puck. Here comes Montreal. They got numbers, but Bobby Brink gets back into the play. And Montreal just dumps it back down the ice, and they'll take control because the Flyers do not know what puck possession is on the power play. Ask me again why Noah Cates and Bobby Brink are on the power play with Trevor Zegras and all that stuff. I don't know. You tell me. I still think it's a dumb decision. Now, this power play is different. Sean Couturier, Konechny, Michkov, Sanheim, and I think that's York. So they're going 2 defensemen on this power play. Michkov with the puck on the left side, on the right side. York on the point, throws a shot on net. Save, rebound. Michkov on the left side. He just wraps it around the net. Sanheim gets to it. That was the best chance on the power play in the past, like, so many fucking days. Holy shit. Michkov down low. Montreal trying to wrap it around the boards. Now we're in a board battle with Couturier and Konechny. Michkov, the supporting player. Montreal wins the board battle, and they will dump it down the ice. Holy shit. Michkov with the puck in his own zone. Resetting things, regrouping things. That was just bad there by Michkov. Just skated right into the Montreal player. Flyers dumping the puck into the zone, it looks like. Changing up the personnel. Couturier, that was Abels. Flyers on the left side, shot on net. It's blocked. Hey. Montreal kills the penalty. Flyers regroup back to 5-on-5. Ristolainen with the puck waiting for a line change. Flyers going up now. It's 4th line. Abel's going at, or halfway going after the puck. Loses it. Ristolainen pinches against Gallagher in a board battle now. Who's going to get the puck off the boards? It is Montreal. They will bring the puck up now. They dump it in. Gallagher going after it with Ristolainen. Ristolainen loses it. Montreal. Point. Not sure who that is. Point shot blocked. And the Flyers look to bring the puck up. That is Rodrigo Abels. He will just wing it down the neutral zone, and the Flyers are offside. And we'll go to the commercial break. Carlos, I tell you one thing, it is the hardest sport to commentate live because it is such a fast game. Props to Keith Jackson. He's the GOAT. I've always wanted to go to a Flyers game, being from Philly, and all I heard is the atmosphere is crazy all game. Yeah, it is Jim Jackson now. Carlos, it is Jim Jackson. But that's fine. That is a fine thing. What I like about the Flyers team is that we play hard every game. There hasn't been many games where not in at the end. Obviously, we still got things to improve on, but I like the direction we're going in. You're right to feel like that. I still have concerns about where they're going to find the center and the number 1 center and the number 1 defenseman. But, there's things that are trending in the right direction. I'm just concerned about the flaws. That's what I'm concerned about. Just where are they going to find the most important things that they do need and do lack? Is it just because I'm watching a stream? Stream is going in and out. Stream is going in and out. We're back. We are back. I wonder if it's watching this type of stream that's like killing my connection. That might be the case. I could always watch it on my phone if that's like gonna help my Wi-Fi and internet connection. I don't know why the internet's like acting wonky right now. But we work through it. We work through it. I just want to see what my internet connection speed is like right now. Download speed's fine. Testing out the internet. Those shady Frenchmen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Just want to do shit for the people, and the internet shitting on me. Like, what the frick, man? Those shady Frenchmen. Let me do this on my phone. Let me get the VPN on my phone. We'll go to, it's already in New York, so I can easily just get on the ESPN app and watch. Try to get things to work out here, boys. Watch. Watch. ESPN app. Come on, boys. Let's go. There we go. So, I'm definitely going to have to figure out the internet problems right now. I don't know why the internet's being a little bit inconsistent currently. So, you're probably going to hear the broadcast a little bit until I can figure this whole thing out. Maybe the VPN would work, actually, consistently. Maybe I need the VPN for this point in the night. Because there's, like, always weird things that, like, happen with my Wi-Fi. Maybe the VPN would be helping out right now. I'm not entirely sure. I can't guarantee that. But it is worthy of the risk, maybe. Sanheim with the shot. Oh, nice save there. Oh, another penalty on Montreal. Flyers will go to another power play. Joy. I am not a fan. I could... I go, like, woohoo! Flyers going to another power play. Nice. Oh, man. Actually, let's boot the VPN up. And I think we're back. I think we're back right now. It still shows the 3 bars. So I wonder if it's just like the internet connection quality in general. This is what I get for trying to do a live stream here tonight, boys. This is what I get. And the Flyers, you know what the other issue is with this goddamn power play? They don't win the goddamn face-off. They never win the face-off. That's one of that's like another. That's just one of the many issues at power play. That's like one consistent. If that makes sense. Couturier on the point. Cam York. Mitchkov loses it down low. Oh, Mitchkov hit down low again to the point. Cam York. Shot from the point. Goes wide around the boards, and I think that went out of play. So now I'm just in potato cam quality, it looks like. I'm just going to disconnect this Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think the VPN doesn't help. The VPN does not help. I'm just going to have to deal with it. So I don't know why the shit ain't working. Like I said, I wish Fubo TV had fucking NBC Sports Philly. It would help out a lot. I could probably find one that has a better connection and all that crap, you know what I mean? So I don't want to have to constantly look down at my goddamn phone to watch this game, if that makes sense. That's why I wish the blackouts didn't exist on this crap, you know what I mean? It's funny, I can do all this stuff to try to find a different live stream. I'm not going to miss anything on his power play. Noah Cates on the left wall. Hands it back down to the point. Drysdale from the point. Another pass. That's Trevor Zegras. Back to Drysdale. Puts a shot on net, and that is a save. Boop, 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 boop. Whatever. Yeah, this website ain't gonna work. Oh my god, I just want to do something nice for the people. And fucking internet has to ruin everything, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. It's only a power play if you score, if that makes sense. That is true. Flyers went in the face-off for once. Cam York, Sanheim, down low to Konechny, back to Sanheim, back to York, one-timer, rebound, and it goes wide by Couture. How the hell did you miss the net? Sanheim again, 13 seconds left in the power play. York, down low, Michkov on the red line. Moving a little bit back to York, back to Michkov. He's on the point. He's going to throw a shot on net. Nope, waves it back to York, and York tries to get the Konechny. Shot gets blown. Oh my god, the puck's going everywhere. And the power play is over. Montreal kills it off once again. This power play goddamn sucks. And we continue. 4:15 left in the period. Fun. Gallagher bringing the puck up. Shot. Vladar with the save. Flyers try to bring it back up. Dvorak. Hands it off to Sealer, who just dumps it into the Montreal zone. Montreal looking to move up the puck now. They got it. They're bringing it up, I think. They're trying to. Montreal looking for a change, regroup everything. Bringing the puck up now. Put the shot in on Vladar. Another save. Rebound goes way wide to Trevor Zegras as he looks to reset things. Flyers also trying to get a line change as well. Nick Sealer to Ristolainen as the lines officially change. Ristolainen looking for an outlet pass, and he just ices the puck. Offensive zone draw for Montreal. Hey. Classic, classic, classic. Once again, this is why, for some goddamn reason, Fubo TV not having NBC Sports Philadelphia kills me. I'm going to keep pointing this out. And the VPN, and just connecting to a VPN just does not help me with the stream quality for some reason. And I understand VPNs they slow down your internet speed in general. Lane Hudson with the puck. On Nick Delorier, shot. Goes wide. Flyers looking to dump the puck out of the zone, and it deflects out of play, and the faceoff will remain in the Flyer zone. We get a commercial, though. Get a commercial, though. Definitely a very... it's just incredible how bad the power play is. So now John Buccigross is doing like his like standard like trying to start rumors and all that stuff, or what he's hearing about like coaching changes or like different teams and all that stuff. He posted a picture of Torts like from a while ago in the ESPN studios eating chicken parm, but then he quote tweets somebody or quote tweets a restaurant in Buffalo. So is Buffalo looking to hire John Tortorella because they just changed their GM, the front office? Now it's Jarmo Kakalainen as the GM in Buffalo. Adams got canned. So We'll see. But it does look like Buffalo might be going after John Tortorella. It'll be interesting, though. It'll be interesting if that's the case. Because I would assume if since Kakalainen's now the GM, he would be probably firing Lindy Ruff and getting rid of that coaching staff. So, Torts might be a good hire for them. You never know. Torts might be a good hire. If he still wants to continue coaching, which probably he does. And Buffalo, I think he's from the New York area, so it makes sense for him. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It might be a good hire for Buffalo if they bring in Torts. He'll bring some stability to that team. Now you know the first power play Montreal gets, they'll score. Oh, 100%. 100%. So defensive zone for the Flyers. After that out-of-play situation, the Flyers do win the faceoff. But it's down low behind the Flyers' net, and Montreal comes up with the puck. Point. Lane Hudson with it. Throws it down low again. Caulfield going after it to Suzuki. Battling with Andre. Flyers do have the puck. They can't get it out, though. Hudson keeps it in. Bounces off of a couple of players. Now it's officially out of the zone. The Flyers looking to move up for a little bit, but Lane Hudson does put it back out to the neutral zone. Flyers, neutral zone. Looking to move up. Jamie Drysdale. On the right side, just dumps it in. Grundstrom going after it with Couturier. Couturier has it. Shoots it back to the point. Andre puts it down low again. Couturier after it. Puts it back to the point to Drysdale. Shot onto the net. Nothing happens there. Okay, I think I know why my internet quality is probably bad. Because my neighbor is using his goddamn ham radio and it's messing with my damn frequencies. We're doing this shit again, boys. Great. Classic. Bobby Brink with the puck. Trying to break a couple of people. Cates has it. Drops it down low to Michkov. Michkov to the point. Ristolainen. Down low. And, wow, did Bobby Brink just get away with a trip there? Holy shit. I think he got away with a trip. Holy hell. Surprisingly, that was not called in Montreal. Surprisingly. Montreal does clear the zone, though. Bobby Brink going after it. Sealer, Ristolainen now. Minute 30 left in the, well, minute 20 left in the period. Zegras with the puck, going in one-on-one with somebody, loses it. Lane Hudson with it. Trying to evade a few Flyers, gets it up the right wall, and it goes into the neutral zone for Nick Sealer or Noah Cates. I forget. I can't tell who that is. Travis Konecny tries to springboard a pass, doesn't go anywhere. Montreal intercepts Josh Anderson. Shot, score. And it's Lane Hudson, I think. Bad turnover by Travis Konecny, and it results in a goal for Montreal. That it was not Lane Hudson, that was whoever 85 was. Oh, and that is a last-minute goal there for the Montreal Canadiens to put them up 1-0. Texier. Alex Texier. Terrible turnover in the neutral zone. Was that Andre or was that Konecny that turned it over? I think it was Konecny. Yep. I think that was Konecny. Yep. Turnover by Konecny. Goes off at Dvorak's stick. Montreal forces up the turnover. And it's in the back of the net. Terrible turnover. Horrible turnover by Konecny. Horrible turnover. Alex Texier, his third goal of the season. Horrible turnover. Just a bad turnover by Konecny. Flyers can't get back on the transition, and it results in a goal. That's what happens. It's what happens. Flyers looking to bring it up in the last 20 seconds here. Tippett with the puck, drops to Couturier, back to Tippett, short side, and the Flyers instantly tie it up. That's Carl Grundstrom off of a great feed by Owen Tippett. Good transition game right there between Tippett, Couturier, and Grundstrom just immediately ties it. Nice response. Nice response. I'll take it. Flyers got it right back. Grundstrom. And, of course, now with Grundstrom scoring on that line, they'll find a way. Oh, Matvei Michkov was the issue with that line all along. Some people will try to spin that narrative. It's a good pass, though. It's a good pass by Tippett. Flyers look to bring the puck up in the final minute. They just dump it in. 10 seconds left in the period. And basically, they'll just keep it down low. Final 5 seconds, and most likely that will be the end of the period unless the Flyers get a final shot off. They will not. And the period is over. Good response by the Fly guys after a bad turnover, which led to a goal. Good response. Good response. I'll take it. Who would have thought that Carl Grundstrom? Who would have thought that Carl Grundstrom would be an impact player? Who would have thought? Not me. Not me. Not me. Now, here's the real question. Did somebody come home? Or was it just my cat looking to get up? And now the other cat in the hallway is not letting her out because my cat is just laying at my doorstep. I think my other cat is like preventing her from leaving, which is always a classic situation there. Let's check. Anybody come home? Even though I probably wouldn't. No one's home. Checking the house cameras. It's probably just my cat preventing her from going out. Classic. Well, we are now at intermission. 1-1. I mean, it was a boring period for the most part. And the last minute was basically all the action. The power play sucks, which is no surprise. Absolutely no surprise. And the final minute, bad turnover by Konechny causes a transition game the other way where the Flyers can't catch up. Goes in the back of your net from Texier, and then the Flyers immediately respond off of a nice pass, give and go play between Tippett and Couturier, and a beautiful pass by Tippett to Grundstrom, who just buries it. Good on them. Good on them. Jordan Hall, Flyers power play is 0 for 2 tonight and 5 for 44 over the last 19 games. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Is that Grundstrom's third goal already? I actually do want to see it. Is that Grundstrom's third goal? I want to see that. Does he have 2 goals, or is that his third goal? I feel like that was his third goal. The hot streak by Carl Grundstrom has been insane. The Grundstrom hot streak. Who would have thought? Not me. Yeah, Breer's off-season acquisitions have been good. Like, Tippett's been really good. Vladar's been really good. I mean, his off-season moves have been really good. So, like, there's no denying it there. I think it really just, I think it's just that Matvei Michkov's not producing at the rate that he was last year. And I think that just has a lot of us down. And granted, a lot of that is his fault from showing up out of shape. Granted, I know there are a lot of coincidences with last year with Pettersson with Tocchet, and now this year Michkov with Tocchet. So I'm not going to go that much conspiracy theory on that stuff, but here's a little bit from Alex Appleyard, who watches a lot of prospects and also talks a lot about the Flyers on Twitter. Have watched a lot of Flyers Mitchkov tape recently. From my perspective, he looks close to identical to last season, really. Similar speed, similar agility, similar skill. I would say the biggest critique is that he's passing up shot opportunities slightly more. So, take that for what you will. Take that for what you will. I trust Alex Applegard's because he watches more tape. And he also watches a lot of prospects too, so I trust his word from that part. I'm not saying that. I've never said like this entirety of this time that Mitchkov's playing this fantastic hockey. I just think he deserves more of a leash. I think it's just more of a fact that Tocchet doesn't trust him for some reason. Tocchet just doesn't trust him. Where last year it was Torts didn't like aspects of Mitchkov's game, but he realized I just got to let him do what he has to do, what he does best, and just take him off the leash. That's why you saw a lot of greatness out of Mitchkov last year. I don't think Tocchet's willing to do that right now, and maybe that all that has to do with the offseason stuff with Mitchkov. There is a lot of that he's getting a lot of he's getting the same amount of shifts that he did last year. Same number. It's just that the shifts are significantly shorter due to time and all that stuff, and maybe that has a lot to do with him just catching up and everything, catching up the pace and all that stuff. Mitchkov did admit that he fucked up in the offseason, bad judgment call. He's going to, especially during the Olympic break, he's gonna get back, during that 2.5 to 3 week break for the Olympics. That's where he's going to use a lot of that time to get back up to speed with a lot of things. And yeah, so that's something that's really hopeful for that point. And then he also said for the offseason that he is looking to stay in Philadelphia, stay in the Voorhees area, so he can train here in Philadelphia and get into better shape for next season, which is definitely promising from that point. So, like there's like a and I lean more towards like the defensive side of Matvei Mitchkov, but there's definitely been like a heavy split down the middle with people that are really defensive of Mitchkov and people that are really just critical of Mitchkov, which you could be critical of him. I have no issue with people being critical of him whatsoever. It's not my issue with that. I don't have an issue with people being critical of Mitchkov. You're trying to hold him to a certain standard, and right now he's not living up to that standard, and that's a very honest criticism. I think sometimes the criticism goes a little bit too far. That's my issue with it. Some people have just gone out the right to say that he sucks. Don't think that's the case. I don't think you go from leading all of rookies in goal scoring last year to just sucking. I don't think that's the case whatsoever. So, yeah. I heard that, but we're back. We are back. Everything is just very weird with this stream today, and maybe that just has a lot to do with the internet. Yeah, I heard the computer make a noise. I don't know. Like tonight's weird with the internet. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I do need to reset the modem eventually. I think that has to be a case. I think it's also just with my neighbor doing his thing with his ham radio. I don't know why. It just messes up the frequencies with my computer. I gotta figure out how to change that so it doesn't affect shit. Dear Santa Claus, please deliver my Japanese brethren Amahi and Akamoto to Philadelphia. Thank you. Who knows? Who knows? If you want like the slight conspiracy theory there with the whole Amai situation, he actually just started following Zach Wheeler on Instagram, if that means anything to you. And there was like a post from Zach Wheeler's wife on Instagram, apparently. I don't follow his wife on Twitter. I saw it on I don't follow his wife on Instagram. I saw some posted on Twitter that she had like a whole thing of like Japanese snacks and all that crap. So even though that's probably a major coincidence, but take it for what you will. Maybe there's something to that. Like I do think there is something to them in the Japan. They've been trying to get somebody from big from Japan for the past few years. Obviously, they were one of the teams that offer the most money for Yamamoto, and Yamamoto chose the Dodgers. So I think there is something to that for them trying to get a Japanese player over here and, like, trying to make Philadelphia more of an attractive destination to Japanese players. So I think there is a lot of things to that. So, if that makes sense. But, what else? Oh, yeah, back to the whole Adolis Garcia thing. As, I can now talk about that since it's intermission. Like I said, I'm fine with the Garcia signing as it is. It's 1 year, 10 mil. I know a lot of people are already comparing it to Max Kepler and Whit Merrifield and all that stuff. I don't think Garcia is that bad as those guys in terms of, like, from an offensive standpoint. I think he's much better, but it's bad. I know the past 2 seasons don't reflect that, but I've also kind of tied that to Texas just being a really bad offensive team the past 2 years. So I think there's something to that at least, from Texas being very bad offensively also affecting Garcia being bad. So I think there's something there. What else? It's really just with what Dave Dombrowski said this afternoon, when I'm assuming he was interviewed, and also Garcia had his interview as well, or press conference, whatever it was. That Dave basically said that the outfield at this point is set in stone. So basically, we're looking at an outfield of fucking Adolis Garcia in right field, where we all know they're getting rid of Nick Castellanos at some point, whether they're trading him or whether they're just flat out cutting him. Nick Castellanos will not be on the Phillies in 2026. And your center fielder sounds like it's going to be Justin Crawford, from everything that it sounds like from Dave Dombrowski. And left field's going to be Brandon Marsh, unless they do find a platoon player to play in left field with Brandon Marsh. A lot of people are bringing up Ref Snyder, the guy that played for Boston last year, a guy that bashes lefties. So that would be nice if that's the case, but still, it's like you're going into another season with probably one of the worst outfields in baseball. I know Justin Crawford has potential, even though a lot of people are worried about the ground ball rate and all that stuff. Even the Phillies were last year. That's why they didn't call him up. But if you're trying to win a World Series, I don't think giving Justin Crawford the opening day starting job is the way to go. Like, they just needed a different look. I know Justin Crawford's a different look in center field. I understand that. It is different. But if you're trying to win a World Series, is Justin Crawford really the solution? You know what I mean? And yeah, Otto Kemp could be the left field platoon. They spoke very highly of fucking Otto Kemp. Crazy. Look, Otto Kemp's a nice bench player. I mean, we can't, like, really look at him like that. Jesus, like, Dave Dombrowski, man. It's crazy. And then, is his infield still going to be the same? Is Alec Bohm going to be here next year? Is Bryson Stott going to be here? Is this infield going to be the fucking same? Are they going to try to trade for Ketel Marte? Are they interested in Alex Bregman, which means they would have to trade Alec Bohm? I don't know. I really don't know. They still got to make moves for the bullpen. They still got to add to the bullpen, even though they signed, like, somebody to a minor league contract. What else? I know all this stuff with a mind that they're really heavily in. Like, basically, it feels like right now, even though they did sign Adolis Garcia, everything is tied up with JT Realmuto and him taking forever to make a decision on where he wants to sign. Even though the Phillies offer is on the table, there's a lot of rumors that he wants 3 years, not 2 years, and the Phillies offered him a 2-year deal. So I don't know where that's going, even though I do think JT will end up back in Philadelphia. But it's annoying. It's annoying. Bohm has no value and they're basically stuck with him. That's probably the case. That's probably the case. I mean, if the rumors are out there that Ketel Marte is on the market, I'd try to swing a trade for him. That would change things up so much in the lineup. You got a pure hitter right there. Plays a good second base. You can stick him at the top of the lineup or in the middle of the lineup. Switch hitter. Hits well from both sides. Also provides some power as well. I mean, that's a nice change to your roster. That's a nice change to your lineup. That'd be nice to do. I just don't see them doing it. That's the problem. I just don't think they want to. Can't forget that they signed Bryce Wilson or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think it's Bryce Wilson. It's a minor league contract, so it is what it is. It's not like a Jordan Romano deal, at least. I don't know what else they would do. Because it seems like right now they're just so hell-bent on getting JT back. And then they'll try to convince you, oh, we're not running it back. even though you are. Even though you are. And I think it's a good idea to go after Amai for the starting rotation, just for the sole fact that I don't think they're bringing back Ranger. I don't think they want to, because they don't want to pay him. And you really just don't know what Wheeler's going to be like next year, coming off of the surgery with the blood clot. You just don't know what he's going to be like. You don't know when he's going to be ready. And Christopher Sanchez, for as great as he was last year, I think he's still going to be a dog, but that makes your rotation significantly weaker when you don't know what Wheeler's going to be like and you don't have Ranger Suarez. That makes your rotation significantly less deep than it was last year. And Aaron Nola's still a wild card. I'm assuming Taijuan Walker is still going to be here, sadly. And are they sure Andrew Painter's ready? That your rotation is significantly worse. So I think going after a guy like Amai, and granted, he's not a guaranteed product either, but he has really good numbers the past 2 years over in Japan. I think that would just lengthen out your rotation more, and it puts less pressure on Zach Wheeler to be flat out amazing coming back from a really, major issue that he had. And it puts less pressure on Sanchez, even though I don't think pressure affects him at that point. Puts less pressure on Luzardo, and I think Luzardo will be fine. He already proved it in the playoffs that he could pitch well. Puts less pressure on Nola, and if Painter, say, does make the rotation, puts less pressure on Painter. You know what I mean? That's why I think going after someone like Amai would be really good for this team. But I just don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. Yeah, Aaron Nola's a question mark. If Aiden Miller has a big-time spring, maybe you put him at third. But then you're going to the question mark, are you going to guarantee 2 roster spots to 2 young players that are unproven with Justin Crawford and Aiden Miller when you're trying to win a World Series? Now, granted, I don't think the roster constructed as is going to win the World Series. That's not what I'm putting out there. But just from a logic sense, would 2 unproven players great in your World Series chances? Probably not. Probably not. Even though I think that would be a nice change. It's just that it's 2 unproven players. You don't know what they're going to be at the major league level this year. And it's a lot of people are just proven over unproven. So it would be a nice change. I would gladly see Aiden Miller over Alec Bohm at this point in rate. So I don't know. I think the Phillies feel like their defense will be improved in the pitching, and overall pitching will keep them in games, banking on 3-run homers to win games. And I don't hate Kyle Schwarber coming back. I think you missed a big piece in your lineup if you lost Kyle Schwarber, especially from the power that he provides. I really feel like, and I don't like this plan if this is the plan, that Dave is really fucking banking on Bryce returning back to MVP form. And I really think that is a horrible thing to plan around. You should try to balance out your lineup, and if Bryce goes back to somewhat version of an MVP form, then it's just an icing on top of the cake. Or a cherry on top of the cake. It's not a good plan to revolve that around, oh, we hope Bryce Harper returns back to MVP form, and him calling out Bryce Harper at the end of last season. You know what I mean? I know he's a couple of years away, but keep tabs on Arun Escobar. That kid can rake at the plate. Yeah, they do have some nice prospects, and that's definitely, and that's why fucking John Middleton's so scared to trade away prospects. But yeah, I think they're gonna win 85+ games. They're gonna win 90+ games. I just don't see what they're gonna do in October. I just don't see that. What they're gonna do, because at this point, it's the same exact lineup minus Nick Castellanos, and you plug in Adolis Garcia into it. Now, do you hope Adolis Garcia has the same type of postseason that he had with Texas? Yeah, that would be very nice. But that's still only one guy that's doing things. And other guys have to do things. You know what I mean? And other guys haven't been able to do things that help you win in the playoffs. Your pitching has been able to help you win in the playoffs. Your pitching wasn't the reason why you lost last year. Granted, with the whole Kerkering shit. I do get eliminated again. Ah, man. Let's see, is the game back? I gotta charge my phone too eventually. Is the period back? Yep, period is back, so I might as well put that back on my phone. Let's get back to it. Well, period is underway. Let's see how things go. Will this be a more entertaining period? I have no fucking clue. York bringing the puck behind the net. Trying to brew it up into the neutral zone. Montreal brings it back in. Deep into the Flyer zone. York, Sanheim going after it again. Tippett comes up with the puck this time. Tries to bring it up himself. Trying to use the speed to get into the neutral zone. Hands it off to Sanheim, who then hands it off to Couturier. Down low to Sanheim behind the net. Over to Owen Tippett on the right side. Shot. Looks like it got blocked and it went onto the left side to Couturier. Couturier dumps it down low once again to Grunstrom. Doesn't get to that puck. Tippett going after it. Montreal does have it now, but Couturier kept it in. And Tippett just dumps it down below. Now, Flyers looking to get a line change there. Montreal looking to bring the puck up. Konechny on the forecheck. And Montreal just clears it all the way down for an icing. Interesting. I need something better to prop this on. So I'm not, like, looking down at my phone. Let me bring it like a stand over. And, like, my phone is, like, standing. It has, like, a stand thing, if that makes sense. There we go. That's better. It's better. Andre on the point. Tries to throw it over to the right side. Montreal sniffs that out. Konechny trying to, in a board battle, trying to win it. He does. Zegras with the puck, hands it back to Andre, who dumps it into the Montreal zone. Dvorak down low, Konechny. Zegras on the slot, he's on his backhand. Andre tries to throw it on net, and oh my god, I have no idea what that was, but it is a save by the Montreal goaltender. By Fowler. That was the weirdest play that I've ever seen in my life. I don't think Konechny, like, had a full shot there, if that makes sense. It was a shot from Andre that Konechny somehow had, and I guess Konechny just couldn't find the best way to shoot it. Or he put it right in the Fowler's 5-hole. From the looks of it. Yeah, shot on net at least. Flyers in their own zone, looking to bring the puck up. They do not. Montreal dumps it back down into the Flyers' end. Sealer, Ristolainen, trying to get the puck up. Michkov going after it. Montreal just plays it onto the other side of the ice. Looking for a forecheck. Ristolainen with the puck again. Looking for somebody. He moves it up to Noah Cates on the blue line. He dumps it into the Montreal zone. Michkov going after the puck. Guerrier. Abels is out there now. Brink. Abels fighting for the puck with Carrier. Goes down low. Montreal gets it. They're bringing the puck out. They dump it into the Flyers zone. Drysdale going after it. Chops it over to the left side. Bobby Brink has it. Finds Michkov. Or is that Andre? Now Deloria going in on the forecheck. Fowler comes out to play it. Montreal brings it up now. Oh boy. Andre, with a fumble. Demidov. Is anything? Someone in the slot. Vladar with the save. I couldn't tell what was going on there, and that is puck clear out of the zone. It deflected out, so it's no penalty. Interesting. How did that play turn out or transpire there? So it was Demidov into the slot to Kapanen. And I guess the puck went wide? Oh, it was like, so the shot from Kapanen deflected off a Drysdale stick, went right to Demidov, and then Vladar made the toe save. So a good save by Vladar in that sequence. Flyers now in the defensive zone face-off. Couturier out there. I think that was Suzuki that got kicked off the face-off. I think. Couturier wins that battle. York loses it to Demidov. Battle down low, behind the net. Bunch of Flyers trying to get it. Goes to the point. Shot. Saved by Vladar into the glove. We'll get another face-off. Blah, 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 blah. Rookie point leaders this season, Beckett Seneca, 27 points, Demidov 25, and Matthew Schaefer 23. Ryan Leonard has 18. Seneca has actually been very good for Anaheim. Anaheim has a lot of good young talent. Like Cutter Gauthier. And Leo Carlson. Flyers win the faceoff. Sanheim chops it out of the zone. Flyers get it down low. Grunstrom going after it. Couturier down low again. Flyers lose the puck. Montreal trying to bring it up now. Neutral zone. They bank it up the boards. Deep into the Flyers zone. Sanheim after the puck. Couturier there as well. Grunstrom just turns it over basically, and there's a penalty. Looks like that will be on the Flyers. And it looks like it's on Sean Couturier. And he is questioning the refs, what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? And it looks like it's for a hook, I think. Refs are discussing. It is definitely on the Flyers. Holding penalty or a hook, whatever it is. It's Couturier going to the box and Montreal going to the power play. Let's see. Holding the stick. Holding the stick. That's what he's called for, holding the stick. He tugged it on he definitely wrapped it around his own arm. Now you'll know they score. Oh yeah, they'll definitely score on this. The Flyers penalty kill definitely hasn't been the best in a little bit. Let's see. Dvorak on the faceoff, loses it. Hudson on the point. Looking for a pass to Demidov. Fumbles it a little bit back to Hudson on the point. Dvorak going after him. Demidov again on the other side. Puts the puck on net. Saved by Vladar, goes wide. Dvorak. Cates going after the puck now. He does not get it out fully. I don't know why it took so long. Montreal looking to restart now. Going up. Montreal has the 4th ranked power play to the Flyers' 14th ranked penalty kill. Puck down low now. Suzuki. Wraps it back around the boards, trying to get into the Caulfield. It goes to Demidov now. Nope, he does not get it. It goes back to the point. Flyers looking to force a turnover. They do, and they will dump it all the way back into the Montreal end, and they will get a change. Minute and 12 left on the power play. Abels is out there. Grunstrom. With a sealer, and I believe that is Ristolainen. Oops, Lepkoski has the puck. Montreal playing a little bit of the passing game here. Lane Hudson from the point, looking for somebody open. Back down low. A little bit of give and go here. Hudson on the point. Suzuki. Slavkovsky looking into the slot, does not get the puck, and the Flyers clear the zone. They get another change. 30 seconds left on the power play. Montreal bringing the puck up again. Demidov. Back to Hudson. Or is that? No, it's not Hudson. Gallagher. Has Demidov been out there the entire time? I don't think so. Shot. Flyers get the puck again, and they will clear the zone, and that will do it. Never mind, it goes out of play. Did it go into the bench? Or did it hit something before going into the Montreal zone? Let's see what happened there. Replays. They're showing a play by Ristolainen. So Suzuki was trying to give it to Slavkovsky and slot in Ristolainen with a stick, deflected the pass. Then allowed Sealer to clear it. It's good play there by Risto. Good play there. Defensive zone draw. Last 4 seconds of the power play. Flyers don't win it. It goes to Montreal. Shot from the point. Gets deflected wide. And that will do it for the power play, but the Flyers need to try to get it out of the zone, and they do. Couturier out of the box, goes for the line change. Montreal dumps it back into the Flyers zone. Sanheim after it. York moving the puck up. Cates turns it over. Montreal down low. Centers in a shot. Save Vladar. Puck goes out of play. And I think we'll go to commercial. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. We'll get a FanDuel commercial. Picture in picture. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, boys. I think we might go to Montreal this summer. My dad's always been talking about wanting to go back to Canada. So I think we might be going to Canada this summer, and Montreal might be one of the locations. Demidov with the puck. The Slupkowski, he comes into the slot, shoots it wide. I believe Vladar got a piece of that. Demidov down low. Flyers cannot touch the puck, of course, because, of course, they can't. Flyers trying to go after it. Konechny forces a turnover. You got a 2-on-1 here. Zegras and Konechny. Can they find a way to do something here? Zegras. He scores! Trevor Zegras. Flyers 2-1. Nice turnover forced there. I believe that was by Dvorak. And pushed the Flyers up. And Trevor Zegras gets another goal. Continues to be great. So who forced that turnover? It was Andre. Poked the puck up to Zegras. And then a little bit of a 2-on-1 here by Zegras. And Zegras just goes 5-hole. Good shit there. I'm surprised it didn't snow during the game on Sunday. The snow was overnight, so we knew when that snow was ending for the Eagles game. But good shit there. Good shit there by that line. Zegras, another goal. 14th of the season. Always love to see that. 2-1 Flyers here. Noah Cates into the Montreal zone. Looking and waiting for help. Montreal gets it back. They bring the puck up. Who was that down low in the corner? That was Noah Cates that was down low there. Montreal dumps it into the Flyers zone. Flyers looking to get it back. Bobby Brink. Come on. Get the puck out. Brink does. Michkov waiting for help. Waiting for guys to move. It's Brink moving up now. Brink does not go offside, and they force a face-off. It is going to be weird seeing the Eagles play on Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's going to be really weird. That is going to be really weird. Now we get a commercial. Yeah, I'm not used to Saturday games. And I know the NFL does this like every year. Basically around the Christmas and the holiday time, they start putting games on Saturdays and shit. So I'm not shocked. It's just weird. It probably makes sense because this game really has no implications, even though it kind of does because if the Eagles do win, they clinch the division. And it'll be good. They do need to win on Saturday. Jaden Daniels is not playing. He's shut down for the rest of the season, so it'll be Marcus Mariota playing. Washington has not been good this year whatsoever. They've really regressed, and a lot of that also does have to do with Jaden Daniels, just with the injuries and all that stuff. You gotta go out there and win. Gotta go out there and clinch the division. That's what you gotta do, and especially where the week after you'll be playing Buffalo, and that'll be probably a really important game for Buffalo. So we'll see. That'll be a really important game for Buffalo. Because with their comeback win against the Patriots, I'm sure that leaves their division open for a possible comeback in that situation if the Patriots don't end up winning, even though the Patriots might clinch that division at some point. Here's the thing. When do the Patriots play, though? When's their next game? Might as well check that. When is the Patriots' next game? You know what's also weird? Not going to be seeing Kansas City in the playoffs. That is going to be really weird. Let's go to week 16. So the Thursday night game is Rams in Seattle. That'll be a good game. Then Saturday at 8:20 is Green Bay and Chicago. Buffalo plays Cleveland. Where is the Patriots? Where are the Patriots? Patriots. They play Baltimore. That'll be a very interesting game. It's a shame we'll never know how the full story as to why Cotier wanted out of Philadelphia. Yeah, we'll never know the full story until either Gauthier is retired or Danny Briere and Keith Jones are not in the Flyers front office anymore. We'll never know the full story until then. So I really don't know what the case is. It could be a number of factors. It could be simple as John Tortorella being the coach and he didn't want to play for Torts. It could be as simple as, you know, Chuck Fletcher, when he drafted Gauthier, he made Gauthier a promise about, you know, playing him and getting him into the NHL as soon as possible. And then Briere and Jones went back on that promise, and that, for some reason, spited Gauthier. And he just, for some reason, cut off all ties. Here comes Montreal, saved by Vladar. Holy shit. Yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know. Because I think there's a definite that the Flyers probably wanted Gauthier to play in the AHL, and Gauthier probably didn't want to play in the AHL. And that's probably what Briere and Jonesy wanted. I'm sure that's something Fletcher didn't say. So, we'll never know the true story. We'll never know. Did Kevin Hayes actually have some input on there as well? I'm sure there is. So the Patriots play Baltimore, and the Bills, they play the Browns. That'll be interesting. Because what's the standings look like for the AFC North? Or the AFC East? New England's 11-3, and Buffalo's 10-4, so I'm sure situations I think they would need New England to lose, unless now New England has to win out or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Flyers moving up the ice. Dump it into the Montreal zone. Dvorak going after it. Zegras down low. Konechny. You had Dvorak open in the slot. I wish you saw him. Montreal down low in the Flyer zone, battling with Andre. Andre comes up with the puck. Dvorak wraps it around the boards to Drysdale. Konechny with it, trying to get the puck out of the Flyer zone. He'll drop it back to Drysdale. He brings it up the neutral zone, and he will dump it in so the Flyers can get a change. Montreal down low again in the Flyers zone. Sealer going after the puck. Delorier loses it. He's trying to get the puck back. He does. Wraps it around the boards instead of giving it the rest of the lineup, but the Flyers do get the puck out of the zone. And they can get a change. Abel's chasing down the Montreal defender. Flyers get the change. Montreal trying to bring the puck up the ice. They dump it into the Flyers zone. Vladar plays it around the boards. Flyers going up. Let's tip it with the puck. Couturier on the blue line. Couturier, shot, save by Fowler, rebound out. And, rebound, Sanheim. He has it on the left side. Down to the point. It's Grundstrom. Back to Couturier. Couturier to the other side to York. Couturier, or York back to Sanheim. Tries to send it down low. Grundstrom, York. Montreal comes up with the puck. And Montreal will get it out of the zone. And they're still playing basically keep away at this point. Suzuki waiting for their line change to happen. Flyers have the Noah Cates line out there now. Montreal brings the puck up. Neutral zone. They get it into the Flyers zone. They try to look for an open man. They don't have it. Flyers trying to bring the puck up. Neutral zone. Caulfield forces the turnover. Flyers get it back. Noah Cates dumps it into Montreal's zone. Montreal has it again. Oh, puck takes a weird bounce off the boards. Bobby Brink below the net. Montreal recovers, though. Now Montreal looking to spring something up. Caulfield goes all the way to the left side to Hudson. Tries to get it in, but Drysdale breaks that up. And he turns it over. Hudson, left side. Dumps it down low. Goes around the boards. I think Suzuki missed it. Now Drouin brings it in there. I think that's not Drouin. I don't know why I'm saying Drouin. He's on freaking, I think, Colorado. Oh, in the slot. Oh, boy. Montreal saying, shot from the slot. Goes wide, or Vladar made the save. Montreal down low again. They're playing keep away here. Oh, and they just basically cleared the zone for the Flyers. Goes back into the neutral zone. Defenseman could keep it in. Flyers are able to get a change now. Montreal trying to play it quick there, get it back into the Flyers zone. Try to get it deep. They're down below the net. Flyers get to the puck, but the Montreal defenseman cannot keep it in. Once again, back into the neutral zone. Flyers trying to bring the puck up. It's crazy that I'm just getting poor connection signals constantly. I don't understand why. I think I do have to reset the internet eventually. I think that's something that needs to be done. Well, now we're back into the green, so it's good. But I was in that red bar for like a good couple of minutes. Flyers, Zegras into the zone, looking for something. He backhands it, and he turns the puck over. Trying to do a little bit too much there, Zegs. Montreal in on Vladar. He makes the save on the partial breakaway. It's a bad play there by Zegs. Trying to look for too much there. He just probably should have taken the shot. Flyers looking to go back up the ice. Konechny will just dump it in as lightly as possible. Zegras going after it. Flyers trying to get a change. Oh, the Flyers almost forced a turnover right there, but that was halfway. He probably wouldn't have done much with it. Montreal into the Flyers zone. Put the shot on Vladar. He makes the save and most likely go into another commercial. Thoughts on Saturday night's main event? I don't like John Cena tapping out. Do I hate that he went up against Gunther? No, I don't hate that he goes up against Gunther. That's really not my issue with the entire thing. I don't like him tapping out, personally. I think it would have been better if he just fell asleep and it continued like the never giving up thing. But it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think it was the worst thing in the world to boo Triple H out of the arena. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like the Cody versus Oba fight. That was good. I hate Drew interfering in that fight though. I really do. I don't think that should have been a case. I wanted Oba to get the pin because it would have really put up Oba, but it also wouldn't have done anything to Cody's status. You know, Oba's just that much of a beast. Sol Ruka versus Bailey, that was a good fight. The tag team fight, that was a good fight. Like overall, it was a solid Saturday night's main event. It's just the ending that's just gonna be talked about much and just booing Triple H and all that. I didn't hate it. I just didn't like Cena tapping out. Even though that face, that's the smile that they make, that'll be memed. That'll be memed to death. Then the Raw after that, you know, Gunther had a good promo to start off, like he was getting booed out the freaking door. Good promo calling John Cena, you know, he tapped out like a bitch and all that. And I guess at this point they're setting up Gunther to be the new Legend Killer. Because I think it's now rumored that Gunther's going to retire Brock Lesnar. So, we'll see where that goes. And of course, the worst kept secret in the world with the hooded man being Austin Theory. That was like the least kept secret ever. So, it really didn't get a pop at all. Like that's how I feel like that's just how many people knew what it was going to be. Like you can't be shocked when it's been rumored for like weeks. You know what I mean? I think that's why a lot of people didn't like the Gunther situation either, because people knew that like months beforehand. That was rumored months beforehand. That's the one problem with wrestling, you know, people leaking shit. Like that shouldn't be a thing. Like it takes away from the surprise. It takes away from the story. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to the action. Flyers dump it down low into the Montreal zone. Delorier going after the defenseman. Montreal trying to bring it up. They are through the neutral zone. Dumping it into the Flyers zone. Demidov going in there. York comes up with the puck. Using the boards. Fourth line doing fourth line things. They try to get the puck out. They do. But is that going to result in an icing? No, it will not. The puck dies. 6:30 left in the period. Montreal dumps it into the Flyers zone. Flyers trying to go after the puck, tip it. Can't really do much there. Montreal comes up with it. Montreal bringing it up now. All the way across. Ooh, almost a forced turnover right there. Couturier in the Flyers zone. Banks it up. Can't get it out. Oh, looks like it hit somebody on the bench. And there's a whistle. Theory in his Sneeko haircut. Yeah, freaking Austin Theory with his skinhead. Freaking shaved ass head there. Looking like a fucking crackhead from Kensington. Like, I felt bad for him. Like, there was no pop to it. Like, it's because I think really just people expected it. People knew what it was going to be. Like, I knew they tried to throw people off putting different people under the hood the past few weeks, the past few Raws, but it was too obvious. I think you probably would have got a better pop if you did it at Survivor Series. You probably would have got a better thing there. But I think they pulled it off too long. And it was probably right to do it then and there because at that point, you couldn't have hold it off for more weeks because it would just get tedious. Because everybody knows it's Austin Theory, and you really can't dupe people when people already know it's Austin Theory. So they did the right thing, I think, by revealing him at that point, but I think they should have did it at Survivor Series. I know they were trying to build something up there, but it like I said, when shit gets leaked weeks beforehand, shit gets leaked months beforehand, it's kind of ruins the pop and the surprise. Who knows, though? But of course, we're getting another Cody versus Drew match. I don't know when that's going to be. It might be at the Rumble, or it might be sometime soon on a SmackDown, because I don't know when the next pay-per-view is. I don't know if the next pay-per-view... I don't know if a Saturday Night's Main Event comes before the Royal Rumble, so I don't know when they're doing it. And I know the whole thing is Drew's getting the match, and once again, Drew can choose the stipulation of the match. So that's something. And it's once again another explanation of why SmackDown has nobody to go up against Cody, because this is the third fucking time that fourth time that he's facing Drew already for the title. I know the whole shit with Jacob Fatu probably screwed a lot of shit over with his injury, or with his procedure that he had to go under for his teeth. So that's why you need to call up people to the roster, and I don't know why they just take so long to call people up, especially for a brand like SmackDown. Mitchkov with the puck down low, throws it onto the net, goes out into the slot. Cates trying to hold on to the puck. He does not. Montreal takes it, going back the other way. Trying to get something quick going up. Nice save by Vladar. Flyers trying to turn it back on the rush, transition the other way. They just dump it down low. Bobby Brink going after it. Trying to force a turnover. Montreal trying to get back to the Flyers zone. Another turnover there by the Flyers. York has it. Trying to move it up. They'll just poke it down low into the Montreal end. Montreal trying to bring it up. This is really just a back and forth game right now. Montreal coming in with speed. Trying to go down low behind the net. Nothing happening there. Turn the puck over. Flyers trying to bring it back the other way. Zegras to Konechny. Konechny slowly or softly chips it in to the Montreal end. Nothing happens there. Montreal coming out with it now. Small 3-on-2 break here if they can do something right with it. And the puck's just bouncing everywhere. Flyers whack it out. Here comes Trevor Zegras into the neutral zone. To Konechny. Back to Zegras. Zegras behind the net. Montreal gets it. They bring it up. Seriously, this is just back and forth now. Back and forth now in and out of the zone. Of each other's zones. Crazy. Demidov by himself. Slafkovsky to the point. Back to Slafkovsky. Trying to find somebody. It goes down low. He misses the pass. Sealer up with the puck. Falls. Couturier gets it out of the zone. Tippett coming up now. We'll just wait. Send it across the blue line to Grundstrom. He'll throw it on net. Goes to the corner. Couturier dumps it behind the net to Tippett. He'll get it. Grundstrom has it now. One-on-one with the Montreal defender. Tries to bring it to the net, and he just loses it to the slot. Flyers, they do force the turnover, though, but Montreal recovers. 3.5 minutes left in the period. Montreal trying to regroup. Flyers trying to regroup. It's a crazy little sequence right here. Montreal dumps it into the Flyers zone. And it goes right back into the neutral zone. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. That's what this fucking whole period's been. 4 flying out there now. Hudson. Stretch pass. Shot. Gets blocked. Another shot. Goes wide. 4 flying. Abels, or half away, dumps it up to Abels. And puck just goes wide, but the Flyers somehow managed... no, they don't. But they are battling. They are battling. Bobby Brink's out there now. I guess they came off for half away. Sanheim, Montreal down low behind the net. Flyers trying to get to the puck. Abels goes to the point, but the Flyers force a turnover. Try to go the other way while also getting a line change. Sanheim will dump it into the Flyers zone to get that change, and Couturier goes down, or Bobby Brink goes down. But Montreal looks to move the other way. And Gallagher will dump it into the Flyers zone. Flyers will go after it. Michkov. Oof. Once again, he skated into a player, but he managed to get around him. Andre. Shot and a save by Fowler. Michkov is definitely playing with fire, constantly skating into that forechecker, but that time he managed to get around him. Definitely playing with a little bit of fire right there. Got some scrums after the fact, after the face-off. So who was the shot by? It was by Halfaway. So Halfaway, Brink, and Michkov were out there. So somebody couldn't have got... Somebody wasn't able to get off for Cates, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. Offensive zone draw for the Flyers, though. Halfaway was going after Caulfield. Trying to break him up for the scrum or just get under his skin. Offensive zone draw. Dvorak out there. Gets tossed. Zegras will take the face-off against Suzuki. And Zegras wins the draw to Konechny. Takes the shot. Saved by Fowler. Flyers won a lot of face-off apparently in this game. I think the numbers were like 20-9. Flyers in their own zone. Montreal is still offside according to the linesman. The Flyers put it into the neutral zone and it will dump it in the Montreal zone. Fowler comes out with the puck. Rings it around the boards over Zegras' head and into the neutral zone. Montreal moving up with the puck now. It goes deep into the Flyer zone. Caulfield after it. Montreal back into the slot. Saved by Vladar. It goes out of play, I think. Are we going to another commercial? No, we are not. No, we are not. Interesting. Yep. Vladar got it with the shoulder or it went off the crossbar. Either or. Puck's not in the net, and it went out of play. That chance was by Suzuki, I believe. Montreal only has 10 shots on net in this game. It's definitely been a weird game, I guess you could say. Defensive zone draw, Couturier out there. The Flyers are winning faceoffs. But of course, when it comes to the power play, they don't win the faceoff. Just the way it goes. And that was a bad decision right there by Konechny. Or who was that by? That was Grunstrom, actually. Yep, try to get it back to the slot. Tippett gets the turnover, but he can't get it out of the zone lazily. But the Flyers do get it back. Grunstrom going on the left side. Finds Tippett going up the middle. It spins around to the point. Ristolainen throws it on net. Gets blocked in front. Flyers trying to puck battle it, but Montreal gets it up the ice, and it will go into the Flyers zone all the way down. Josh Anderson against Ristolainen. Gets it down low once again. Ristolainen going after the player. Tries to tie him up on the boards. Try to get the puck out of there. Ristolainen does win the battle. Gives it to Sealer. Wraps it around the boards. Flyers moving it up now. Tippett will dump it into Montreal zone. 53 seconds left in the period. Oh, Flyers with a turnover, and they score! Bobby Brink. Was that a turnover forced by Michkov? Michkov forces the turnover by Fowler behind the net. Gets it out to Bobby Brink, and he scores into the open net. Great play there by Michkov. Great play there by Michkov, and that's another last-minute goal for the Flyers in this game. So Tippett dumps the puck in. Flyers got the line change. Fowler doesn't know what to do with the puck. Michkov comes in and forces the turnover, and Bobby Brink scores. What a play there by Michkov. Yeah, look at Mitchkov on the hustle. No, like nobody, there's no communication from Montreal, and Mitchkov just fucking fuck takes advantage of that. Good shit there by Mitchkov. Good shit there. Good shit there by Mitchkov. So it's 3-1 Flyers going into the end of the period. Got 30 seconds left in the period now. Mitchkov is an opportunist now. Hey, if he can get a point in any way to find himself to get some confidence, I'll take that any day of the week. Flyers in the offensive zone. Point, Sanheim, 25 seconds left, tries to put a shot on net. Fowler forces to make the save. Flyers, the rebound goes out behind the net. Demidov. Montreal tries to get it up the ice. They will. It's still in the neutral zone. Konechny with it. 13 seconds left. Can they get something? Nope. Konechny will just dump it into the Montreal zone. 7 seconds left. Flyers still have the puck, apparently. But where's the puck at? Oh, Montreal. Oh, it's bouncing everywhere. 2 seconds left, and that will be the period. Hey, 3-1. 3-1 Flyers going into the intermission. Zegers with the goal off of a nice turnover by Andre on a 2-on-1. And then Bobby Brink with a third goal off of a nice forced turnover by Matvei Mitchkov. Good shit there. Good shit there, boys. Now we'll go into the intermission, and I will charge my phone in the process because I think my phone does need to be charged for a little bit. Ay. Good period. Good period for the Fly Guys. It's good to see Mitchkov get that point. Here you go, Sean, if you're still here. Breaking news by Jeff Passan. Right-handed reliever Jordan Romano and the Angels are in agreement on a 1-year, $2 million contract. Got to get 2 points tonight, right? Refs will gift Montreal power plays to keep him in it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the gift power play. Ticker tape parade, Screech Romano is gone. Woohoo! Jordan Romano is gone. Yay! Jordan Romano won't be in the Phillies bullpen this year. Watch Jordan Romano put up like a sub-2 ERA this year. Watch. Watch him put like a sub-2 ERA up in LA. Watch. Because you know why? Because chaos. Now, if they can just get Castellanos and Kepler. Oh, Kepler is gone. Kepler's not signed. So, Kepler's not even on the team. I think Kepler's a free agent. So, Kepler's gone by proxy. Yeah, I definitely got to throw these away. Even though they still smell fine, I'm just not taking the risk with these chocolates. Throw those away. Definitely got to clean this thing out. I'm on my calorie deficit, and I still have a lot of calories left over for the day, even though I had my breakfast and my dinner. I have like 1,000 calories left. So I do want to snack on something eventually. I just don't know what I want to snack on. Because my calorie limit per day is like 2,100, which is not the worst thing in the world. It's just that you still got to watch your calorie intake. The one thing that does help with the entire process, though, is fucking Diet Dr. Pepper. Most secure roster spot, Garrett Stubbs, guaranteed spot. Come on, Sean, the vibes. Gotta guarantee those vibes. Classic there, boys. So, like, with the whole diet thing that I'm doing, so I was like 292 when I started my calorie deficit. So that was like beginning of October, I think. Beginning of October, after I came back from Florida. And since I started with my new trainer and him with the calorie deficit and all that stuff, I've lost 15 pounds. So I'm down to like 275. I think that's 15. No, I'm down 17 pounds, 17 pounds, 17 pounds. 17 pounds. You know what really helps, Sean? Diet Dr. Pepper. Because that is the only diet soda that I can tolerate. Even though I will drink like Coke Zero and all that shit. But Diet Dr. Pepper is like the really only diet soda that I can tolerate. It helps. 0 calories. So that really helps. But yeah, I got 1,000 calories left for today. And of course they changed their freaking format of this app again. Ugh. Yeah, I got 1,000 calories left over for today. So, and you want to know the thing that like really helped? Stay in Florida, you'll sweat that weight off in 15 minutes. But you want to know what like really helped? Like recently that I found? I found these bagels from a company in Brooklyn. It's called Royo, Royo. And the bagels that they make, because I always like having a bagel in the morning most of the time. Bagels that they make, 70 calories for a for like their standard bagel, like the original flavor bagel, and also for the cinnamon raisin bagel, 70 calories. Crazy stuff. 70 calories. It's a lot of fiber though. A lot of fiber. So you eat that bagel, you're on the toilet. If you know what I mean. But yeah, those bagels have definitely been like very helpful for the calorie deficit. And granted, today I didn't have that big of a dinner. I just had like the one of the bread brands. They have like the low calorie slices of bread, sandwich bread. So I made that with the peanut butter powder and all that shit. So that was very low in calorie too. And I had like a bag of protein chips. So basically, and I also had like a protein muffin earlier in the afternoon. Like a protein muffin cup that you fill up with like water or milk. I do milk just so it doesn't taste fucking bland. All that shit. Don't worry, my dad still eats the Swedish fish. My dad's still on the daily, not on the daily, but still eats Swedish fish. My dad still eats it, so you don't have to worry about that. The one thing that does help, that also does work with the holidays, is my mother will make her pizzelles during the holidays. And pizzelles usually range from like 60 to 80 calories a cookie. So, I could snack on fucking pizzelles if I really wanted to the rest of the night. But yeah, this diet like consists of a lot of like breakfast of champions Swedish fish. But the my diet mainly has been consistent of a lot of chicken breast, like, because that's like, one of the best things that you can eat for like a calorie deficit and for protein goals. So a lot of that. I've been having the fine ground, like lean ground, like at least 93% lean ground beef. So it's not the best thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world either. So you could just like mix that with something, with like some type of taco seasoning or something like that. You put it on a low carb wrap. There you go. Have some rice and all that stuff. That works for me there as well. So definitely a lot of bland food, but It works. It definitely works. The chicken breast definitely is the best thing of it, though. That or chicken cutlets. So, that works. Of course, I have my cheat days. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy during this entire thing. I'm not gonna, like, not, like, if I go out to eat, I'll enjoy myself. Or if we have, days during the week where we order pizza. And, like, obviously, like, during the holidays, we're, like, focused on, like, food shopping for Christmas and all that stuff. Sometimes we'll just not cook as much and we order out a little bit. I still try to like work in ordering out with my diet in terms of like what foods to get. Like Chipotle is good for that because you can just get a burrito bowl and that'll be low in calorie. Chick-fil-A is good for protein stuff if you get the grilled chicken from Chick-fil-A. That helps. So there's things to work around it. I miss my mom's cookies, never round and always burnt on the back. Delicious. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, pizzelles. Really good for a diet. You know what? You know what? I might go get some now. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some pizzelles right now. I am back. I got the cookies. The pizzelles. They are back. We are here. I got them. In the napkin. They're here. Let's see. Anything that I missed? I'm sure the period's like almost underway. So we just put this into my thing. And we good. Let's see, is the period back yet? As my internet connection continues to be in the 1 bar. Let's see. What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? Let's see, what else is there? I don't think there's anything else on the Twitterverse. Just gotta wait for the game to come back. Just gotta wait for the game to come back. I might as well just put it on the ESPN app right now. Of course, it still says end of the second period. Talking about a diet will surely make you hungry. Yeah, that definitely is true. That definitely is true. I'm not denying that. But hey, when I have the calories left over, I'm going to take advantage of it. I will take advantage of it. Certainly take advantage of it. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Best cookie during a diet because it's low in calorie. Very thin, crunchy. It works. And it tastes great. So what else is there in terms of Philadelphia sports and all that stuff? So, Flyers schedule-wise, they play Thursday. I know that. Brian's vlog, Flyers, Canadiens, or what? You got to finish that statement there. You got to finish that statement there, Brian. I got to finish that statement. So, games for the rest of the week. Thursday, they're in Buffalo. It's a 7:30 game on ESPN Plus exclusive. 12:30, they're in MSG against the Rangers. 22nd, they're back home against the Canucks at 7:30. And then they go right back on the road on the 23rd in Chicago. That's a 9 o'clock game. Oh boy, Flyers at the dark. And then after that Chicago game, that'll be Christmas break, and then the Canadian West Coast road trip plus Seattle. So the 28th they play in Seattle, 30th they play in Vancouver, 31st they play in Calgary, and then they have a couple of days off, and then on the 3rd they play in Edmonton, then they're back home against Cutter Gauthier and the Anaheim Ducks. Flyers, Canadiens, or Army, Navy? I'll watch Flyers, Canadiens. I'm not a big college football guy. Not a big college football guy. I will choose Flyers, Canadiens every day of the week. Personally. But people have their different options. They definitely do. Gotta lose some pounds myself. Gotta dust off the Pilates machine. You have a Pilates machine, Sean? You don't have what's the bike? Peloton. You don't have a Peloton or anything in the house? Oh yeah, if you want like an update on the did you ever see the updates that I did, Sean, for my dad's stolen car and all that stuff? Like, did you ever see the pictures and all that stuff? I think you did. I know you commented on something on Twitter when I posted that picture of them stealing the car. But if you don't, Sean, obviously the car got totaled. So Pilates just never used. Oh man. But yeah, my dad's car got totaled. So, like, it was a few weeks ago. Like, I think it was the Delaware police or the Philadelphia police called my dad, said they found the car, or we want you to come confirm if this is your car. Once Dad got there, car was completely in shambles. Like, it was bad, like very bad. Never. Let me see. Let me see. I think I still have the pictures from my dad. I think I still have the pictures. I think it's somewhere on my phone. I'm not sure. I know it sent it to somebody. Let me see. I know I sent it to somebody. Where's that? No, the vehicle wasn't stripped. It was, surprisingly, it wasn't stripped. It was just taken out for a joyride. And then, I guess in Delaware somewhere, the police, like, spotted the car, and they got into a chase, and then something happened. They lost control of the car, and they crashed. And I think they just tried to burn the car to hide the evidence or something like that. I think that's what happened. So, that's basically it. I know I have the picture somewhere. Unless I deleted it. I probably deleted it. Let me check. Let me go to my deleted photos. Because I probably deleted it. Where are the deleted ones? Hopefully it didn't get deleted, like deleted off the iCloud and shit. Let's see. It's probably somewhere in here. Not that one. My entire freaking deleted photos are just shorts that I'm edited. Let's see. Where is it at? There it is. There you go. That's what it was. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. So, after that, my dad rented a car for a little bit. Oh, did I freaking turn off the VPN? Well, the period started. I gotta turn my VPN on. And now, why is it saying I'm blacked out? Come on. Shouldn't be blacked out here. There we go. So yeah, it was basically taken for a joyride in Delaware. They found the other car too that was stolen in my neighborhood. Like same Brandon. Okay, saved by Vladar, it looks like. So Montreal president in the Flyer zone, maybe managed to get it out. I'll continue talking after a whistle. Lane Hudson with the puck. Anderson throws it wide. Zegras going after the puck. He will get it, and it goes out of the zone. He tries to, and that's way offside by a freaking mile. But it's a whistle. So yeah, the car was obviously just completely totaled from the picture. So after that, my dad rented a car for a little bit. Ford Bronco. He actually recently just bought a new car, and he's waiting for it to come in. He bought a 2026 Kia, some type of SUV from Kia. That's a good save by Vladar right there. And it's a newer model of Kia. It's not like the older models that they've been stealing. This Kia has a lot more security to it. So, my dad's happy with it. And also, he got good money from the insurance. So, my dad's shook with that whole situation. Oh boy, what's going on here? Steeler and Josh Anderson getting into it. Did Steeler get a penalty? No, he did not. Did he? I don't know. What's going on here? Nope, Steeler did not get a penalty. So Steeler tried to swat a puck away with his hands, and Anderson knocked him over, and then they just got into a swatting battle. He just shut down period by the Flyers here. Come on, boys. Now be icing. Can't be doing that now. Can't be doing the icings. Look at Rasmus Ristolainen. +1 on the night. First game back since last season. Good for him. Still got to finish this game, though. But good for him. 3 hits, too. 3 clean open nights hits. Ooh, that was a clear wraparound there. That was a weak wraparound there. But puck went out of play. No one knew where the puck was. Hey. Is there a goalie that loses his stick more than Vladar? Vladar is definitely chaotic in the net, to say the least. He's definitely a little bit chaotic, but it's been working for him this year. It's been working. So I won't judge him for it. Defensive zone draw, Couturier. Flyers will tip it, forces the face-off win, and he will dump it into the Montreal zone. Montreal brings the puck back up into the neutral zone. Couturier forces another turnover, but it still gets dumped into the Flyer zone regardless. Sanheim wraps it around the boards, tip it. Looking for somebody, gets it out of the Flyer zone. Grunstrom has it now, hands it off to Sanheim going down the right side. Wrap it around the Montreal net. Shot from the weird angle. Goes back into the corner. And Montreal brings it up. They will softly chip it into the Flyer zone. York has it. Looking to bring it back up. He will get it to the neutral zone. He will deflect it off of one of the Flyers and into the Montreal zone so they can get a change. Lane Hudson with the puck now. Bringing it up. Montreal looking into the Flyer zone. They turn it over. Andre with the puck. Uses the boards to chip it out. Montreal regroups. Looking to bring it up again. Oh, Montreal behind the net. Turnover. All this stuff. Weird stuff happening. Montreal back into the slot. Wrong shooting side. Back to the point with Hudson. Does a little spinny to break some ankles. And the puck goes out of play. Deflected off of the stick. I believe that was half away. Would you rather not win a championship for the next 10 years or sign Carter Hart? That is a weird question. It's a very weird question. I mean, are the Flyers going to win a championship in the next 10 years? I have no idea. So, I guess not winning the championship in the next 10 years. I got a long life ahead of me, hopefully. Yep. Montreal trying to force something there. On the right side of the boards, trying to find Hudson. Goes to the boards again. Hudson playing around with Dvorak. Oh, find someone wide open on the right side. Oh, and I believe that... Oh, nice save by Vladar. Recovery there. Montreal having some momentum against this Dvorak line. And it's really Lane Hudson that's just controlling the play. Oh, into the slot. Somehow that puck did not go through. We got possibly... it's not 2-on-1. But it does get... not deep enough, though. Flyers recover in the neutral zone. They try to get a change in the process. Good play by Dvorak to force that. Flyers will try to dump it in to get something going. Shot there by Delorier, saved by Fowler. Just freaking wind up and clap it, why don't you there? Oh, man, those are the fun. If Nick Delorier were to score on that, that would have been fucking hilarious. Sanheim down low, trying to find somebody in the slot, does not get there. I think he was looking for half away or Abels. I think it was half away. Flyers have it in their own zone now. Delorier just puts it behind his own net. That was York going after it. And he just chips it out into the Montreal zone. It will go on Fowler, so it won't be icing. Flyers get that change, I think. And now Abels is trying to get off. Mitchkov and Abels are out there now. Unless something happened to Noah Cates, because I haven't seen Noah Cates on this line recently. Unless Abels just couldn't get off. Oh, shot from the point from... Oh, my God. Did not do anything there. Montreal still has the puck, though. Good play there by Abels to force the turnover. But Montreal still has it. They send it Mitchkov fighting with Evans, I think that is. Back to the point. Shot from the point. Goes wide. Drysdale going after the puck against Josh Anderson. The puck's bouncing everywhere. Flyers get it out, but they will ice the puck in the process. Eek. Oof. Weird stuff. Yeah, that was a good save by Vladar there on the recovery. They're showing the replay now. It's a good save. So Montreal Flyers ice the puck. Montreal has a fresh set of legs. Flyers have been out there for a little bit. These specific guys. Oh, that was almost offside. Get after it, Bobby. Get after it, Bobby. He gets it out. Michkov. Ooh, please don't be too many men. Flyers will dump it into the offensive zone. Okay, so Cates just wasn't able to get out for apples during that entire process. Michkov and Brink are still out there, though. Montreal bringing the puck up. Suzuki down low. Flyers force a turnover. They get it up, hopefully. Yes, they do. Bobby Brink gets it out of the zone. Montreal still has it, though. Hudson against Brink. Tries to find somebody. Doesn't get it there. Back to the point. Suzuki, save Vladar. They try to throw it back on Vladar. He covers up and gets the face-off. And we will go to a commercial, most likely. Good shit there by Vladar. Good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit. Good old Dane Vladar. Good old Dane Vladar. In terms of a recap, I probably won't do a recap since I'm doing a live stream here. So, and also I just don't want to run the risk of anything more with this weird internet connection. So, after this whole process is done, I'll definitely probably reset the internet because it's definitely acting weird tonight. So, we'll see where it takes us. But I think it said there was like, what, 13:50 something left in the third. So, let's see if they can hold on to this lead and get a regulation win. Because this is that's something that this team is definitely struggling in that factor, getting the wins in regulation. So, it's something they got to do more. They got to find a way to do more consistently. Because a lot of their games are going into overtime. 13-13 left in the period. So, Montreal is pressing. Yes, Montreal is definitely pressing. They're definitely taking risks. It's what at this point, that's what you should expect from them because they're trying to take the risks. So, if the Flyers can force a turnover, they can maybe go the other way on some breaks. But they got to force those turnovers, and right now they're not doing that. Vladar is keeping them in it, though. He's making the saves right now when he has to. Even though he hasn't seen many shots, but a lot of these chances have been dangerous for Montreal. And Montreal is a team that definitely can come back into the game, so. And you always got to, like what you said earlier, Sean, you always got to be leery of the refs gifting them power plays. In Montreal specifically. What does Peter Laviolette always say? Montreal typical. So we'll see. Face off to the right of Dan Vladar. As the camera goes completely out of focus. Couturier against Joe Veleno. Couturier wins that draw back to the end of the boards. Grunstrom trying to go after it. He's met up there by a Montreal Canadien, but the Flyers do chip it out of the zone for just a little bit. But Montreal brings it right back in. Couturier tries to get it right back out. Montreal sends it below the Flyers' net. Couturier again tries to use the boards once again. Does not get it out. But the Flyers will get it out that time. Softly chips it out of the zone. Flyers do chip it out of the zone once again, but they do ice it. Oh boy. Tyler, we gotta streak the snap, and it's not the winning kind. Yeah, they are on a 3-game losing streak, but it is a 3-game point streak at the same time, because all those losses have come in the overtime. The loss to overtime against Vegas, and the 2 shootout losses at Carolina. So it's 3 losses in a row, but it's also 3 losses with a point in there. So now Couturier against Kapanen for the faceoff after the icing. And Kapanen wins it. Back to the point. Montreal will try something up, and they fail at it. Turn it over, but Montreal keeps it in the zone as the Flyers try to clear. York sets it behind the net to Sanheim. Sanheim, he flubs on it. Slavkovsky down low. Couturier, Sanheim battling. Kapanen has it. Onto the other side to Hudson, I believe that is. Tries to throw it on net. Save Vladar. Flyers can get that change. Stop, guys. Stop. You don't want Montreal gifted the power play there. Stop. I understand you're stepping up for your goaltender, but you gotta stop with the stupid stuff. Flyers get the change at least. Something they desperately needed. Rookie goal leaders, Oliver Kapanen with 10, Beckett Seneca with 10, and Matthew Schaefer with 9. Defensive sub-draw, Dvorak out there. Does not win the face-off. Montreal has it. Caulfield sent it behind the Flyers' net. Konechny going after it. Tries to chip it out. It does not go out. Lane Hudson. Lane Hudson is out there a fucking lot, unless they have a lot of defensemen that start with 40. Their number. Puck goes to the other corner. Hudson after it. Forces a turnover. Dvorak knocks it out of the zone, gets it into the Montreal zone. Flyers try to get it over to Konechny with Zegras, but nothing happening there. Montreal tries to go the other way. Caulfield. Don't know who that was, but it goes down low. Oh, Ristolainen gets bumped into the boards by Caulfield. Suzuki, Caulfield battling with a lot of people. Back to the point. Something. Zegras battling now. Sealer going after it. Tries to chip it over the Ristolainen. Nothing there. Flyers do get it, though. They can get it out. Konechny, get it out. He does get it out. He's trying to get it deep. He does get it deep without the icing, so good there. Good there. Nice. I hear the door unlocking downstairs, so I think my family's home. Montreal down low in the Flyer zone. Different lines out there. Shot from the point. Another save by... never mind, it went wide. It went wide. Michkov battling. Down low behind the Flyers' net. Don't know who that is for Montreal, but they get it back to the point. Shot. Save Vladar. I think that was Josh Anderson. Eagles or Phillies. Not choosing between both teams. Not choosing between both my Philly teams. What kind of question is that? Eastern Conference standings. Not even anywhere close to any separation there. Flyers are 2 points behind the Washington Capitals, though, for third place in the Metro. They're in the first wildcard spot, tied with Boston. And then Pittsburgh's behind them, Devils are behind them, Panthers, Rangers, Ottawa, Toronto, blah, 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 blah. Carolina, obviously, in first place. The Islanders are in second place. That's a lot to do with the Schaefer factor. Schaefer has definitely been a major difference maker for that team. Flyers into the neutral zone. 4 flying out there. Montreal trying to regroup. Deloria will just dump it into the Montreal zone. Fowler out there to control the puck. Don't turn it over. You almost turn it over again. Halfway in there on the forecheck. Montreal gets it back, though. Bringing the puck up. Sanheim on the forecheck. Montreal. Flyers get it out of the zone. Boop, boop, boop. Montreal dumps it into the Flyers' end. Flyers get it out once again. 9:45 left in the third period. Montreal, is that an icing? No, it is not. Flyers do get to the puck, though, and they just hard wrap it around the boards. Can somebody beat out the icing? No, they cannot. Defensive zone to face off for the Flyers. Don't know why I said it like that. Why'd you have to bring a stat up about freaking Dan Vladar now, people? Dan Vladar, second best save percentage in the third period, 937 of a minimum of 100 shots faced. That is not the time to show that stat, boys. Jinxing is real. Flyers win the face-off. They bring the puck up. Tip it to the other side to Grundstrom. Tippett gets it back to the point. Shot. Goes wide. Grundstrom back put it. To the point. Down low. Couturier is back there. Back to Grundstrom. Tries to find the slot for Tippett, but nothing going on there. Montreal brings it up. They dump it in. Flyers will dump it out. Tippett with the puck. Try to beat one Montreal player. It's Hudson. He throws a shot on net, saved by Fowler. It's a backhanded shot, so really not much dangerous there. But you never know. Risto lining out. Flyers bringing it up. It's Trevor Zegras. Trying to make... Ooh, nice move there. Down low, though. Back to the point. Risto. Sealer. Down low. Goes out of play. Deflected out of play, I believe. Stop with the rough. Stop with the stupid. Stop with the rough stuff. They'll gift Montreal a power play. Stop. Shoko. And the internet's being the internet again. Taking this break to rest my throat. Throat's getting scratchy. Trying to bait them into penalties. I mean, it is a viable strategy. The Flyers do take a lot of penalties. You just gotta hope it's not Mitchkov. Because Mitchkov will take a penalty. He leads the team in penalty minutes. He's definitely not a Lady Bing player. Definitely not that, to say the least. Cowboys are cheap. What are these choices here, Brian? What are these choices here? Neither. Not choosing Cowboys or Chiefs. Neither. There's a neither option. See, 8:36 left in the third period. Most points by a player with a new team. Trevor Zegras has the most with 33. Hello, Shoko. No, we're not doing this with the Patzels again. But you Patzel thief. You Patzel thief. We're not doing this again. No, hi. Hello. We're not doing this again. Hi. For me personally, I would say Chiefs. We hate the Cowboys over here. No, Franco, you're right. Neither. Oh, on a hate scale? Oh, Cowboys. Obviously. Cowboys, obviously. On the hate scale. Defensive zone face-off, Couturier. Does he win the face-off? I guess. Flyers have the puck, though. Going up with it. Tippett trying to get it deep. He does not. Montreal dumps it, but the Flyers get it back deep. Montreal coming up with the puck now. Tippett trying to forecheck, but nothing going there. Montreal down the right side, trying to find a pass. It goes to the point. They bring it up again. Sanheim has it, uses the boards, gets it out. It's in the neutral zone. They're trying to get a quick change here. Nothing's happening. Montreal brings it back into the Flyer zone. It goes behind the net. Dvorak, Zegras uses the boards to get it out into the neutral zone. Flyers get a quick change. Dvorak with it. Just gives it back to the defenseman. Flyers dump it down the ice. It will not be icing. Halfway on the forecheck. Oh boy. Hudson, left side. Oh, where'd that puck go? Go to the corner. Point. Shot. Goes wide. Off the glass. Flyers have the puck. They're going to get it out. Yes, they will. Oh, Demidov coming in. Shot gets flubbed. I think it went off one of the Flyers' sticks, and he prevented the full shot from going. Oh, God, Zegras is hunched over on the bench. Please don't be hurt. What happened? What happened? That was a hit by Anderson. Josh Anderson, you little bitch. There was no need for that. Is he fine? Is he okay? Get the wind knocked out of him. He's testing out something with his foot. It's not good. We need a little retaliation. Risto, that is your job. Hudson into the Flyer zone. Oh boy, shot. Save Vladar. Good save. On Caulfield, I think that was. Good save. Good save. It's a good save. That is a good save. Good save. Good save. Face off in the Flyers zone again. Montreal behind the Flyers net. They send it to the point. Hudson tries to throw a shot on net. Deflects to the corner. I think the fourth line's out there. No, it's Couturier's line. Goes around the boards. Tippett, I think, gets to it, but he can't get it fully out of the zone. Shot through traffic doesn't get through. Someone trying to get to someone just trying to get the puck through the bouncing. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is going on here? Oh my God. And there is a penalty. Nice. I think it's on Ristolainen. I think it's on Ristolainen or it's on Montreal. I can't tell who it's on. Can't tell. Is it on Sealer or is it on Gallagher? Who was the penalty on? It's on Gallagher, so the Flyers will go to the power play. High stick, it looks like. Get a power play. It'll kill some time off. So Ristolainen battling in the corner, knocks over. Yeah, that's a high stick right there. Gallagher getting pissed off because he took a penalty and tries to take it out on Sealer. Oh, is he trying to say that Sealer used his stick to hit him in the face? Like is he trying to say like Sealer grabbed Sealer grabbed Gallagher's stick to like bang it up into his face, and that's why he got pissed. Zegras is back out there, so that's good. He's out there for the power play. But once again, on the power play, they can't win a face-off. It's in the corner in the Montreal zone, battling, try to win the puck battle, the board battle. I think Bobby Brink came up with it. He turned it over. Is there a penalty? What's going on here? What is going on here? What the hell is Anderson's issue with... Oh, they're both going. Anderson and Zegras. They're both going. Montreal 17. Let them scrap. So what's going on here? They just got into it. Yeah. It's either cross-checkings or... So they definitely got Zegras on the slash. And Anderson's definitely getting a roughing. Or they're both just going for roughing. I kind of do think Sealer forced Gallagher's stick into his face. I kind of do see it off the replay. But they are coincidental minors. It won't change anything. Couturier wins the faceoff. York, Michkov. Puck finds Couturier. Gets it back to Michkov. And Michkov turns it over. Oh, God, it's going the other way. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Get back, get back, get back. They do get back. Oof. That was not a good play by Michkov there. Montreal being aggressive on the penalty kill got the best of Michkov there on the pass. Vladar has it behind the net. What are we doing here? York dumps it down low. Brink going after it. Michkov has it. He turns it over. Like, what the hell? Why are you... Two bad turnovers there by Michkov. Just trying to force shit to happen. Oh boy. Ooh. Tough save there for Vladar. Did it get him under the mask? Yeah, those are two bad turnovers by Michkov. He knows it. Yep, Montreal just being aggressive on the forecheck on the penalty kill, and just Michkov just tried to, I think, I wouldn't say get too cute with it, but he just tried to force something that wasn't there. And Mitch is pissed with himself. Will be a face-off in the Flyers zone. I wonder when Montreal starts to, I'm sure it's going to be after the penalty kill, obviously. But I wonder when Montreal tries to pull the goaltender. If Martin St. Louis gets aggressive. Face-off in the Flyers zone. Flyers win it. Drysdale behind the net. Andre. Montreal's getting very aggressive here. One of their players lost a stick. Move up, come on. You could get you could get up the ice any slower. Holy hell. Okay. Point. Tip it. Up, Kate spins down low. Tries to get some space. Holding the puck air in the end. Back to the point. Shot from the point. Goes wide. Both, the Montreal players out of the penalty box. 4 minutes left in the game now. Let's see when Montreal, if they decide to get aggressive with the goaltender or not. Doesn't look like they're doing it right now, though. But I wonder if they, maintain possession in the zone. Does Martin St. Louis get aggressive with the goalie pull? Won't do it right now. Oh. What are we doing here? That's a forced pass. That doesn't need to happen there, Grunstrom. Vladar behind the net has the puck. Ristolainen. They get the puck out, and it will be icing. So I wonder if Montreal empties the net here on the icing. Yep, now they're pulling the goaltender. Montreal will have the extra attacker out with 3.5 minutes left after the icing. Really important face-off here. So I'm assuming it's the Couturier line out there for the face-off, since they're the ones that were still on for the icing. Win this face-off. Fowler to the bench. Extra attacker out there for Montreal. Yep, it is the Couturier line. Couturier and Suzuki. I think Montreal forced the win. Now they have the puck on the point. Shot goes out of play or hit with a high stick. I think they got hit with a high stick, so the Flyers will get a change. And we will get a commercial. Final 3 minutes of the game here. Very, 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 very important. I don't understand the internet tonight. It's never been this bad in a little bit. I know the internet goes through, like, it ebbs and flows, but for some reason tonight it's, like, extra bad. I don't know why. My fault for doing a watch stream. Maybe that's my issue. I wanted to watch the Flyers game with the people. I wanted to watch the Flyers game with the people. Is that too bad of me? Like, come on. Empty net goal for Dvorak. You're calling it? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Dvorak gets that empty netter. I wonder when, I'm sure Zegras and Anderson are coming out of the box soon. As NBC Sports Philly shows the upcoming schedule for the Flyers before the Christmas break. Important face-off right here. I'm sure Montreal definitely still has the net empty. So who's out there for the face-off? Is it Dvorak or is it still Couturier? I think it's Couturier. Yep, Couturier. Makes sense after the commercial break. And Flyers win the face-off. Sanheim wraps it around the boards. It does go out of the Flyers' end. Dvorak going after it. Pressures the defenseman. But they will bring it back behind Montreal's net. They try to bring it back up here. See if the Flyers can force a turnover to try to get it into the empty net. Montreal enters the Flyers' zone. They try to set thing up. Oh, big shot right there. Big block by Cam York. I think that was off of Demidov's shot. Flyers now to just fucking force a turnover. Shot from the point. Gets blocked, and I think it went out of play. Flyers get a line change probably. Unless Montreal decides to call a timeout. Ooh. Flyers definitely missed a penalty. Refs definitely missed a penalty right there on Grundstrom. I think that was an interference that they missed. Face off. Montreal wins it. To the point. Don't know what that shot was. Just goes wide. Oh, Flyers recover. Konechny just lightly taps it to use the boards to get it out of the zone. Doesn't try to get anything fancy. Final 2 minutes here. Montreal bringing it back up. Demidov, left side, tries to toe drag it, blocked off by Ristolainen. He just lightly click. Go, 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 no! It was like slowly going towards the net, but Hudson got back in time. Oh, Flyers force a turnover. They try to clear it all the way down, and that is an icing. Why are you doing that? I hate that mindset sometimes. I think that was Dvorak. I think that was Dvorak. Good play by Ristolainen there, though. Was that Dvorak? Yeah, that was definitely Dvorak that took that shot and iced it. Yeah, I gotta win another face-off. Couturier forces a turnover. Konechny to the empty net, and he scores. And the Flyers will win this game. Konechny with the empty netter. 4-1. 4-1 Philadelphia. It's a good win. It's a good win. Dan Vladar was huge in that third period, to say the least. Dan Vladar. Good old Dan Vladar. Good shot there by Konechny. Forced a turnover, and this game will be over. Reaction by Vladar. Flyers will get a regulation win in Montreal. Down to the final minute and 30. I wonder who gets first star of the game now, or player of the game. It might be Vladar for the way he played in the third. Because Vladar is really the reason why Montreal didn't score anything. Vladar was huge. Vladar was huge. It's a good win, though. It's a good win. After getting all those, you know, you can say hard-earned points against Carolina and all that shit, but it's good to go against a team that, you know, they're young. They have both, you know, these rebuilding franchises, quote-unquote, on the rise. It's good to go into Montreal and get a win. So that's the second time you beat Montreal this year? In Montreal specifically? As the Bell Center now empties. All the fans are leaving. Good win for the boys. Good win for the boys. So let's see. Zegers got a goal. Grunstrom got a goal. Brink got a goal off of a nice feed, off of a nice play from Michkov, and then to Konechny with the empty netter. And that was all a response after Montreal took a lead in the at the end of the first period. Grunstrom with a quick response. You know, transition game helped you out there. And this game is over. Flyers win. Huge 2 points. Huge 2 points. Huge 2 points. Let's see. If you guys want to leave any last minute things here before we end the stream, I think Brian just said he called in. So we are back, I think. Are we back? Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this soon. Anyway. Yeah, it's like a perfect time to end this crap. Come on. Connect. Connect. We back? Yes, we are. It's a good win now. That's all that's important. It's a good win. So, I think this is a good spot to end it, though. So, the internet's being stupid. So, I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight and all that stuff. If my internet's stable again in the future, we'll do this again, maybe Thursday, if the internet is stable. Hopefully. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in. And if there's any news updates tomorrow or anything like that, we'll probably be back on Thursday if we don't do a normal live stream for the